Today on Softeller Tech Briefs, we're looking at the benefits of staff augmentation services, what the model is, why IT companies use it, and what to consider when choosing a provider. Since the early days of the internet and the dot-com boom, technology companies have embraced temporary contract workers. Startups were forming quickly, and technical skills were in high demand. Still, hiring talent from outside the organization did not become a formal, widely used approach until later, when companies recognized how much flexibility a temporary employment model could provide. That led to staff augmentation services, and before long, dedicated firms began offering these specialized solutions to organizations across IT. The benefits became clear as more companies adopted the practice. The sector has continued to expand as well, with growth projections from about $565 billion in 2023 to roughly $610 billion in 2024. Today, we'll cover the main benefits of staff augmentation and several factors to weigh when choosing a model, starting with a brief definition of the concept. Staff augmentation. What is it? Staff augmentation is an outsourcing method IT companies use on software development projects to reinforce in-house teams in areas where internal competencies are not enough. The model lets organizations of all sizes, from startups to large enterprises, access experienced tech talent for the duration of a development project. Staff augmentation companies facilitate that arrangement by taking on vetting and hiring for the needed developers and engineers. That largely removes employer obligations tied to employee expenses, benefits, or bonuses from the client. Beyond that administrative relief, staff augmentation also offers a range of business benefits. Let's look at those next. Benefits of staff augmentation services. Scalable business operations. In software development, demand for skilled specialists often changes with project scope and stage. That is why many software companies prefer staff augmentation for its flexible, scalable approach to employment. It lets tech teams meet staffing needs as required, and usually with relatively short lead time. Cost-effective labor. Companies starting a new development project no longer need to take on the full overhead of permanent hiring for every role. They identify the skills required and pay for the time developers spend on the work. That creates a practical arrangement. The hiring company can reduce labor cost, while the specialist keeps the flexibility of working across clients. Operational efficiency. Tech news often covers large firms cutting technical staff when costs rise and returns fall. Under a staff augmentation model, companies of different sizes can structure development capacity more carefully. The provider supplies people and related support and remains accountable through delivery. That reduces the pressure to downsize or resize permanent staff during lean periods. A broader perspective. Augmented professionals often bring years of experience across industries and project types. Those backgrounds can inform product improvements or more efficient ways of running processes. Fresh perspectives can also help when teams encounter unfamiliar problems mid-cycle. Access to specialized technical skills. One reason project managers find the model appealing is the range and quality of people available through staffing networks. Providers can help businesses secure specialists across software development domains such as C++, business analysis, data analysis, quality assurance, and DevOps, typically with less recruitment friction than building every role permanently. Knowledge transfer. When internal teams collaborate with augmented personnel over time, useful practices often move in both directions. That skill transfer can strengthen in-house technical competence, including in areas where the permanent team is not yet specialized. Improved project visibility. Augmentation can also help teams clarify concrete project ideas before work fully ramps up. Because augmented people are assembled and integrated with attention to project context, new contributors can arrive better aligned to objectives and work more coherently toward timely, high-quality deliverables. Considerations for choosing a staff augmentation provider. Whether you realize the benefits of augmentation depends heavily on the quality of the provider. You want a partner that can deliver strong technical experts. But first, confirm that staff augmentation is the right way to achieve your goals. Consider the following factors. Technical competencies required. Depending on the type and scale of the product you are building, your staffing needs may differ from what a given partner can supply. For example, some projects may need Java specialists for back-end scalability or enterprise integration. Providers also vary in the depth of experience on their roster, so discuss the caliber of people you expect before engagement begins. Cost savings. One of the strongest advantages for software companies is the potential to reduce operating and staffing costs. If a provider's model cannot improve on the economics of permanent hiring for your situation, augmentation may not be the most prudent option. Familiarity with evolving trends. Trends in staff augmentation and broader IT keep shifting. During a project, new patterns can create challenges that were not priorities when the engagement started. Remote work is one example, widely accepted by many IT professionals and companies, but not always ideal for every manager or project design. Your provider should understand those trends and be able to adapt teams to your working requirements. Project scope and duration. Scope and duration matter when deciding whether augmentation is the right fit. Some providers are better equipped for large enterprise-scale work, for example, projects built around .NET, while others are structured more for small and mid-size needs. Timeline matters too. Short-term contracts can be a strong fit for some initiatives, while longer development efforts may be better served by a dedicated team or project-based arrangement. Cultural fit. Seamless collaboration is essential in software development, so ask how augmented teams will fit your organizational culture. Whether people work on-site or remotely, cultural mismatch can affect outcomes. Ask providers to explain their vetting and integration process so you can assess whether their candidates are likely to slot into your ways of working. Closing takeaway. Staff augmentation is a practical way for IT firms to bring technical talent onto projects for focused engagements. It helps organizations respond dynamically to shifting market and operational demand, while offering benefits that include scalability, cost-effectiveness, operational efficiency, diverse perspectives, and access to specialized experts. When selecting a provider, weigh required expertise, cost against permanent hiring, familiarity with industry trends, and your project's scope and duration. If you'd like to learn more about software development, AI, cloud, data engineering, and digital transformation, visit us at softeller.com. Agent.